Hey, football fans, welcome back to the channel. Do you want to hear about an NFL game that felt like a superhero movie? Well, grab your popcorn because Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills just put on a show for the ages against the Detroit Lions. And you won't believe the kind of performance Allen had. But before we dive into this thriller of a game, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video to stay updated on all things NFL. Now, let's talk about how Josh Allen reminded everyone why the Bills are still Super Bowl contenders and why his MVP chances just got even stronger. The narrative. Closed Super Bowl window? Think again. Remember this offseason, when there was a lot of talk about the Buffalo Bills Super Bowl window closing. A lot of people thought trading Stephon Diggs might be the end of their championship hopes. Well, turns out, that was just some talk with no substance because after Sunday's game, the Bills are as dangerous as ever. Josh Allen is playing at an insane level. And if you were wondering if Buffalo is a Super Bowl contender, the answer is loud and clear, yes. Absolutely. Against the Detroit Lions, who came into the game 12-1. The Bills put up 559 yards of offense and handed the Lions a 48-42 loss that wasn't even as close as the final score suggests. Josh Allen was the centerpiece once again. Throwing for 362 yards, rushing for 68 yards, and scoring 2 rushing touchdowns on top of his 2 passing touchdowns. That's 5 total touchdowns in just 2 games. Folks, not to mention, Allen's performance was so dominant. It's hard to imagine him not winning NFL MVP this season. So, what does this game mean? Well, it showed us that Josh Allen and the Bills are fully capable of going all the way to the Super Bowl. Maybe even Super Bowl 59, where they'll be a force to be reckoned with. The Bills' statement start. The Buffalo Bills didn't waste any time making a statement in this game. They came out firing on all cylinders, scoring touchdowns on each of their first 3 drives. Allen started with 2 rushing touchdowns, showing that his legs are just as much of a weapon as his arm. Then, James Cook added a touchdown of his own, giving the Bills a 21-7 lead early in the game. What was more impressive wasn't just the fact that Buffalo was scoring, it was how effortlessly they were doing it. The Lions' defense, which had been hanging on after key injuries like the one to Aiden Hutchinson, couldn't seem to slow down Allen or the Bills' offense. In the first half alone, Allen passed for 254 yards, and it wasn't like he was just dinking and dunking his way to those yards. He was hitting deep passes, and when things weren't open downfield, he simply took off and ran for positive yards. The Lions were completely overmatched and had no answers for what the Bills were throwing at them. The Lions fight back, but it's not enough. Now, the Lions are no slouches on offense. Jared Goff and the offense were able to put up some points. Tim Patrick caught a nice pass for a touchdown. And even offensive lineman Dan Skipper got in on the action, scoring a 9-yard touchdown on a trick play. However, their efforts to keep up didn't change the fact that the Lions' defense had no answer for Josh Allen. At halftime, the Bills led 21-14, but it felt like they could have been up by even more. The Lions had the offensive firepower to stay competitive, but their defense simply couldn't contain Allen, who was on a mission. Buffalo runs away with it in the second half. The second half was more of the same. Amon-Ra St. Brown fumbled after a catch in the third quarter. And the Bills turned that into a Khalil Shakir touchdown, pushing their lead to 35-14. By the time the third quarter ended, Buffalo had put up 35 points and 455 yards of offense. It was a total clinic. In a desperate attempt to keep the game alive, Detroit tried an onside kick with 12 minutes still left in the game after cutting Buffalo's lead to 38-28. Now, we all know that onside kicks are nearly impossible to recover under the new NFL rules. So trying one in that situation was definitely a gamble. The Bills easily recovered the kick and returned it to the Lions' 5-yard line, where Ray Davis ran it in for another touchdown, extending the Buffalo lead to 45-28. At that point, it was clear, the Lions weren't going to stop Josh Allen, and their hopes for a comeback were dashed. The MVP case and Super Bowl dreams. Josh Allen has never won an MVP. But if there was any season to make it happen, it's this one. As of now, he has been nothing short of superhuman. His ability to throw and run has made him one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the league. And he's leading the Bills towards something they haven't seen in decades, a potential Super Bowl appearance. Despite trailing the Kansas City Chiefs by 2 games in the race for the AFC's #1 seed. You can't count out Buffalo in the playoffs. If the Bills can get into the postseason, there's no reason they can't beat Kansas City on the road and make it to the Super Bowl. Allen's playing at a level that makes him look like the best, or at least the second best, quarterback in the NFL right now. So, after this dominant win, we have to ask, could this finally be the year the Buffalo Bills make it to the Super Bowl? With Josh Allen playing like a superhero and the Bills firing on all cylinders, they're looking more and more like a team that could end their 30-year Super Bowl drought. What do you think? Is this the year the Bills break through? Or do they still have more to prove? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with all your friends who love football. We'll be bringing you more updates on Josh Allen's MVP chase and the Bills' playoff push. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep enjoying the football season. Hey, NFL fans, Patrick Mahomes is not happy about the upcoming grueling stretch for the Kansas City Chiefs, and he's making his feelings known. The 2-time Super Bowl champion and his team are facing a tough schedule that will see them play 3 times in just 11 days. And you can guess, it's not a good feeling for Mahomes. In today's video, we're diving into the strains of this intense schedule and how Mahomes plans to handle it. Make sure to like the video if you're feeling for Mahomes and his squad. And subscribe for more updates on the Chiefs' playoff push. Patrick Mahomes, the one and only, the magician with the football. The guy who can make a no-look pass look cooler than your first date. Yeah, you know him. Well, guess what? Even the great Mahomes is not exactly thrilled about what's coming up on the Kansas City Chiefs schedule. And why is that? Oh, no big deal. He's just got to play 3 games in 11 days. 3. That's right. 11 days. 3 games. Sounds like a nightmare for anyone who's ever been on a sports team. And here's the thing. Patrick Mahomes is not happy about it. So, what do you get when you combine the Super Bowl MVP, a couple of broken tackles, and an insane schedule that makes you want to crawl into bed and never leave? You get a whole lot of exasperated Mahomes. My friends, stick around to find out why this schedule is shaking up the Chiefs' locker room and how they plan to survive this grueling stretch. The NFL's Christmas schedule of doom. 3 games in 11 days. Alright, here's the deal. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs have a holiday gift that no one asked for. You'd think playing football on Christmas Day would be fun, right? Wrong. The NFL has decided, hey, we're going to make the defending Super Bowl champs play 3 games in just 11 days. Christmas Day? Oh yeah, they're playing then too. The Chiefs, along with 3 other teams, the Texans, Steelers, and Ravens, will have to hit the field 3 times in this insane stretch. I'm talking about December 8th, when the Chiefs take on the Los Angeles Chargers, big win, by the way. Then just a week later on December 15th, they're off to Cleveland to face the Browns. And if that's not enough for you, there's a home game against the Texans on December 21st, followed by a Christmas Day game against the Pittsburgh Steelers on the 25th. That's 3 games in 11 days. So much for relaxing by the fire with some eggnog, right? Mahomes didn't mince words when he said, it's not a good feeling. Y'all think, Patrick, that's one heck of a schedule. He admitted, you never want to play this amount of games in this short of time. No kidding, as much as Mahomes can handle pretty much anything on the field. This is a whole new level. Mahomes. This is a lot for the body. Listen, we get it. Mahomes is a Super Bowl MVP, one of the best to ever throw a football. But even the mighty Mahomes isn't immune to the grind of the NFL. When asked if he's ever had to play 3 games in 11 days before, he quickly replied, I haven't in football. I mean, who can blame him? It's not like he's been on the field every day since high school for the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh wait. He has, but not with this kind of crazy turnaround. Let's break it down. In high school, yeah, he probably played a bunch of baseball games in a short span. Maybe some basketball too, but NFL football? 3 games in 11 days? That's a level of physicality that even Mahomes has to prepare for. In fact, he says, all you can do is focus on the game, the practice you have that day. I love this attitude, by the way. The guy's a true competitor. And his mindset is all about staying focused on the now, managing his body, and handling what's in front of him. We should all take a page out of Mahomes' playbook when life gives us insane challenges. Focus on the game at hand and let tomorrow